Hello, I'm Sheridan Winn, author of the Sprite Sister stories. I'm going to read today from New Magic, which is the 5th book. And Flame has noticed that the secret plan is changing, and Ariel has just nearly dropped the girls in it at lunchtime, and Mum's nearly found out about their magic powers. So here we go. As soon as lunch was finished and the clearing up completed, the Sprite Sisters dashed up to Flame's room. They flopped down on the navy carpet. "Phew, that was close," said Marina with a sigh. "Ariel, you are the limit. You did it again," said Flame. "I can't help it," said Ariel, hugging her legs and resting her chin on her knees. "Sometimes things just come out." "Well, you ought to be more careful," said Flame. "One of these days you're going to really get us into trouble. If Mum ever found out about our magic, that would be it." "What do you mean?" asked Ash. Flame gave a short, hard laugh. "Do you remember how Mum reacted to the ghost? As soon as it had gone, she denied it existed. She reckoned it was all nonsense. She did not believe in magic. If she ever found out about us, she'd have a complete fit." "She wouldn't believe us," said Ash. "And if she did, she'd probably try to stop us using our magic powers," said Marina. "And if she found us using them, it may weaken our powers, as she's not a sprite, remember?" added Flame. They were silent. Then Ash said, "Meanwhile, Mrs. Duggery wants us to find the treasure." "Right under Mum's nose," added Marina. "Exactly," said Flame. "Let's see the plan then," said Marina. A minute later, Marina, Ash and Ariel huddled round Flame, who held the open plan in her hands. As they leaned over, she spluttered, "Oh my goodness!" "What?" echoed Marina and Ash. "What is it?" said Ariel, trying to see. Look there," said Flame. "The cross circle has got 2 more lines across it." "Yes, look, there's a 3rd line," murmured Ash, with a look of surprise. "Making 6 sections," said Flame. "But I thought there were only 2 lines on the cross circle motif around the house and on the magic box," said Marina. 2 lines, 4 sections." "So did I, but not any longer," said Flame, raising her eyebrows. "Weird," whispered Ariel. For a moment they were silent. Then Ariel gulped. "What does it mean? Why has it changed?" "I don't know, Pumpkin," said Flame. "Looks like there's a line missing," said Ash, pointing at the plan. "Yes," agreed Flame. "A 4th line crossing the circle would form 8 sections," said Marina. They were silent as they thought on this. Then Ariel piped up. "I can understand 4 sections make sense because there are 4 of us, and that makes 1 section for each of us. But 8, what does 8 mean?" "You mean who would that be?" asked Ash. Ariel nodded. "Yes, I suppose so." Flame frowned as she stared at the plan. "I don't know," she said. Meanwhile, downstairs in the library, Mum, Dad and Grandma were sitting by the fire. This was the time on Sunday afternoon when they drank coffee and read the newspapers. As usual, Bert the sausage dog sat beneath Grandma's feet. Little Archie the pup lay sprawled out on the carpet, asleep for once. Today, however, Mum was not reading the paper. She was staring at the fire. "What's up, love?" asked Dad, looking up. She smiled across at him. "Oh, I was just thinking about the girls and what they said about Verena." "And?" Mum shook her head. "I just have the feeling we haven't heard the whole story." She looked across at Grandma. "What do you think, Marilyn?" "About the girls?" Mum nodded, but before Grandma could answer, she said, "They've been very secretive, don't you think?" Grandma smiled and leaned down to stroke Bert's long, silky ears. Dad gave a short laugh. "They're always secretive." "It's just a feeling I've got," said Mum. "Sometimes I get the feeling that they're hiding something from us. You know?" Dad laughed again. "All kids hide things from their parents. They live in their own private worlds. Look at Ariel. She's away with the fairies most of the time." Mum frowned. "It's Flame I was really thinking about." Dad laughed. "Teenager. Aren't I right, Ma?" Grandma smiled at him, then looked at Mum. "Flame is deep thinking," she agreed. "But she's a lovely girl. You shouldn't worry so." Mum put down her cup of coffee on the table. "I think I'll just go upstairs and have a chat to Flame," she said, standing up. "I'd like to find out a bit more about Verena." Grandma drew a sharp breath. "I hope the girls aren't doing anything with their magic powers," she thought. "OK, love," said Dad, turning the page on his newspaper. "What is it?" Mum wondered, as she climbed the wide mahogany staircase. As a musician and a singer, Ottilie Sprite's senses were finely tuned. Above all, she had the sharpest hearing. Today, something was jarring. It was as if a note was being played slightly out of tune. There's something not quite right, she thought, as she reached the second floor of the big house. She walked quietly along the corridor to Flame's room. Outside the door she listened. The girls are all in there chattering, she thought. With that she gave a small knock and opened the door. It was something about the way all four girls completely froze that made Mum suspicious. "What is that you're looking at?" she asked. "Show me."